You've probably heard business stories that sound like this. They hit rock bottom, then had a big miracle. But what if real success doesn't come from miracles? What if it's about making smart choices and taking risks that you can start using today? This is the story of a founder named Mike. He didn't wait for luck. He made a bold decision that completely changed his business. And along the way, you'll learn 3 business tricks from him. Ready to hear the story? Mike wasn't like the typical startup founder you hear about. He wasn't poor, and he didn't have a crazy idea that made him famous overnight. He was just regular. He started his tech company in a market with a lot of loud, flashy competitors. They had big teams, big budgets, and cool products. Mike's product, it was solid, well-made, and reliable. But it wasn't the most exciting thing out there. Every day, he saw his competitors get all the attention and customers. His user base was growing, but slowly. It was frustrating. But Mike didn't blame luck or fate. Instead, he asked himself, what if I completely change my plan? It was a crazy idea, like starting from scratch. But what if instead of trying to compete with the big guys, he focused on a smaller problem that no one else was solving? Something simple but important to a small group of people. So Mike decided to change direction. He focused on that one small problem. It wasn't exciting, and some people on his team were scared. But Mike felt this was his big chance. Mike quickly learned that trying to be everything for everyone doesn't work. The market was too crowded, and trying to reach everyone meant competing with the biggest companies. So he made a choice: find a small, specific problem that nobody else was solving well. He found a group of people with special needs that the big companies were ignoring. This wasn't about flashy features. It was about solving a real problem for a small, dedicated group. And guess what? Those customers didn't just like it, they loved it. Mike's big realization was that when you try to please everyone, your message gets lost. But when you focus on a small group, you become their only choice. His product wasn't just another option. It was the one product that truly helped them. Then came the hard part. The part nobody tells you about. Mike didn't spend a lot of money on ads or expect quick results. Instead, he listened. Every week he talked to customers, sometimes by phone, sometimes by email, and sometimes in person. He wanted to know everything. What did they like? What did they hate? What frustrated them? What did they wish for? Every piece of feedback helped. He changed the product, fixed things that didn't work, and made it simpler. This wasn't just about making a product. It was about building something with his customers, not just for them, and that made a big difference. The product started to feel like something made by people who really understood the users. Word spread, and his business started growing, not because of ads, but because of happy customers.
Mike's startup is really making a splash.
Mike's strategy is getting tons of support, and it's paying off.
But just as things were going well, a big competitor saw Mike's success and decided to jump in. They had more money, a bigger team, and a stronger brand. Most people would panic. But Mike saw it as a chance. Instead of trying to compete on price or features, he asked, "What else do our customers need?" He launched something new. Free online workshops that helped his customers with challenges related to his product. It wasn't just a way to sell more. It added real value, built a community, and earned trust. And guess what? His customers stayed loyal and even told their friends. Mike's business wasn't just about selling anymore. It was about helping. A year later, Mike's company wasn't just surviving the competition. It was thriving. Sales were growing, Loyal customers became fans, and his brand was recognized as the best in his niche. But the real win wasn't in the numbers. It was in how Mike thought about success. He realized that success wasn't just luck. It came from a series of small, brave decisions. Focusing on a niche, listening to customers, and always adapting. Mike's story teaches us something important. Winning in business isn't about having the best idea or the most money. It's about knowing your customers, staying close to them, and giving more than what they expect. That's how you make a lasting impact. So here's what you can learn from Mike's journey. Find a niche that only you can serve. Build your business with your customers, not just for them. When competition gets tough, win by offering even more value. If Mike's story inspired you, subscribe to the AI Entrepreneur Playbook for more real stories with lessons you can use. And let us know in the comments. What's the boldest decision you've made or plan to make in your business? We'd love to hear your story because every entrepreneur has a journey to share. Thanks for watching. Keep dreaming, keep building, and remember, your biggest breakthrough could be just one smart move away.